Sup guys, and welcome back to the Riftbreaker. I'm Kosh, and today we will activate the Rift Station. Let me get to the game with you, and yeah, we managed to acquire all the resources. Our base is, well, it's not in the perfect condition, but it's looking way better than before. So we have our power station, Rift Station, whatever. We have all the energy we need. We actually need to produce more energy because it will consume 10k once it will launch, and we also need to make extra storage for the resources that it will consume: super plasma, water, energy. We need all that. We constructed rift magnetic stabilizers just like that around the rift station to stabilize it. And honestly, those fusion power plants are pretty dope. As long as you can support them with the water, they will produce quite a lot of stuff for you. And my goal right now is to make sure that the base is secured, because once we fire it up, we will get insane amount of enemies coming for us, and I am not sure that I'm ready for that, because last wave almost wiped us out. So what do we need to do? First of all, we need to get a higher tier fusion power plants and plasma converters. That will allow us to get more of that super plasma that can be used for one specific purpose. Those fantastic, amazing, where are they? Heavy artillery tower level 3. That will be so good. Also, I need to turn off the fog and enable zoom. Let me do it really fast. Okay, this, it doesn't look that nice, but since we need zoom, it's essential. Otherwise, when we zoom out, when we zoom out like this, things will go haywire. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing. There we go. I enabled the performance mode on my laptop because otherwise it would overheat. Right, so now we have all the base, now we have all the resources. There is an incoming attack from the south, which we will have to protect, I think, here or here. And there are some enemies coming from this side as well. But I think we have upgraded, not everything. There are some walls that are not upgraded here, but most of the things. So I'm pretty sure about this area, but we need to make sure that this area is good as well. And as you can see, we have multiple towers that can be upgraded that will improve our defensive capabilities so much. And also we have some new type of technologies that we just discovered, new towers that we need to construct as well. So let's do that. I really want to get some HCM towers as well. Level 2-1 creates 800 fire damage, and there are several projects. It sounds so cool, right? But this power rod tower is easy to build, and it's kind of more reliable. It will just do its thing. And we learned that our main issue are long-ranged enemies, so we need to deal with the guys that are far away from us and that are trying to get close. So, wow, this is horrible. This wall is not good. Anyway, we need to get the minigun towers here, since we never used them before in this area. And this area is like pretty heavily protected, but I think we can make it better, because we haven't enabled drones, for example, that can go from that area where they can see the enemies directly, but they can still be useful by flying there. We didn't use the mine layer that will help us to protect the nearby areas by, well, placing mines there. We also have the plasma tower, which is some sort of airway energy weapon, and nice to have as well, right? There is a boss. They are coming over here. Am I ready for this? No, we are not ready for this. I had no idea that they will come here, so that's somewhat troublesome. Let's try to fight them. What's happening? I want to kite them a bit. I don't truly understand what's happening, but as long as we're kiting them, we're good, I guess. So the towers are upgraded now, so we're safe. Who the hell is this? What kind of attacks we can use against it? Because there are so many enemies that resist our damage, which is annoying, to be honest. No. What the hell is that? That's so weird. Anyway, as you can see, even the normal wave is causing some distress for us, right? It's not that easy to fight that. And you can imagine how hard it will be to defend against it later. I think I know what happened. Like, this boss had other enemies protecting it, so now we can use the normal weaponry. Yeah, it spawns those guys that are, I think so, that makes it resistant to the normal attacks. This is so annoying. Because yeah, the boss itself is totally okay by being beaten by normal attacks, but the things behind it are not. Wow. That can be really troublesome enemy to fight if we wouldn't be here. I can imagine our base would struggle with this. Come on. I would like my towers to get rid of it. I think they can do that. Let's take a look. Yeah, it works. That's annoying. But we succeed anyway, so that's nice. They even managed to damage some stuff because of the AoE attacks and stuff. So that's why we need better defenses. This is not the final wave, so yeah. And we also don't have that much of carbonium production, so I have an idea. I will do it behind the camp, like not over here. We will go to our newfound palladium mining outpost, create a lot of energy, use that energy to produce carbonium, and then come back here to upgrade. So the good news, everything is still intact. The bad news, most of the palladium is mined out, so yeah, it's not fantastic, but we have pretty good energy income here and we can make it even better. I want to use this area as well to use those pools around us. It should be pretty easy. So we get 1.2k sludge over here. Now we need to construct the gas filtering plants. They cost some palladium, but not that much, so it's a good source of energy. So we get 900 gas out of those pools, and we can make higher tier power plants. They will produce more for the same amount of gas. All right, and since we get 900 here, it's how many? That's a lot. Well, I guess we need to expand on the right a bit, because that area will prove very useful for us. So there we go, we have some defenses here, and I think we can sell this stuff now. Yeah, that will do. So we can use this area for energy production instead. Yeah, we only could use 700 of that. That will produce a lot of energy for us. Since it's level 3, it will be even better than the classical one. Let's get a couple more of those here, and I think we are good. Yeah, finally, this is pretty much everything we could use here. And since this is so expensive, I really would like to get better defenses here, because now it's a bit of a risky investment. All right, I think this will be sufficient. The enemies will come from the right side, so most of them will come here, some of them will come there, but other than that we should be okay-ish. How much palladium do we have? 62k, so we have pretty much full storage. That's good. Wow, this power plant is insane. We get so much energy out of it. Not the best amount. Of course, if we could build fusion power plants, they will be more effective. But this one is easy to get. Although the fusion power plant will allow us to create something better. We can get the shields and better artillery. By the way, let's get the shield technology. I think it might really help us. HCM towers, not right now, I guess. Plasma towers, maybe. Acid spewers, definitely. We need more weapons. I don't know how strong the enemy attack will be, so I don't want to risk it. Like, I consider it to be the most dangerous thing ever happened to me, right? So that's why I would like to be ready for that. Let's get a better power jump, and pretty much that's it. We don't have some resource again. Creation of plasma from solid materials like palladium. No, thank you. Palladium is too rare. We need to find a way to farm palladium as well, and like all other cool resources. So let's see how this defense will go. Here they come. This is pretty cool when you can see it from afar. I don't think that this area is in any danger. This is sad that those things, they don't do... Oh, they actually do pretty decent damage on the enemies coming up. So the wave is getting easier to fight because of those towers. Look at that, so cool. Where's the boss? Ah, the boss is up there. I think we gotta move. The big guy bombarding over there. We don't have that much space here, so it makes defense a bit harder. But it seems that our towers with like extra healing towers are doing good job. Although we have a lot of artillery towers here, but the thing is, those AoE things, they destroy power delivery. And that can result in horrific consequences. But once the boss will be dead, nothing else will matter, because they won't be able to do anything. This is not my keyboard here, so I miss clicking things quite a lot. Shotgun, even better one, that's good. Breach in our walls. Let's take a look over here. We're okay, nothing really crazy here. There are a lot of those resistant enemies there, but they will be destroyed over time with other weapons. Those guys are slowing us down so much. But it seems that we are doing okay. Let's go The walls are destroyed over here, but all the enemies are defeated already, so nothing crazy. Let's collect the resources. And we're good. We killed everyone. That was nice. We get so many mods and so much of the resources here. So now back to main base. Yeah, there is some palladium that we couldn't mine beforehand. So let's construct what we came here for. Carbonium and ironium synthesizers. We have so much space here, so we can afford that. That's cool. How many do we need? I think we can afford, like, each of those is 800 energy. 24k divided by 80, that's like 30. So we can get 15 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I calculated everything correctly, because I might be wrong here. And there is only one way to find out. To build that stuff. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only drawback I have with this game is that the enemies don't attack while we are away. It would be cool to be able to fight off the enemy waves coming up and get that free resources from them by automatic harvesters and stuff. But wow, that costs so much resources for us to produce. But yeah, it's not an option, so sadly we have to live with that. Power connectors are the main issue that we could get, so I'd rather have some extra connections here that will allow us to do stuff. I think I've calculated correctly, since we have all those set up. We have extra production, but we don't have negative energy. So let's go back to our base. There is an issue that I just found out. The fact that we are actually losing our resources, special resources, faster because we get those advanced towers that cost them to create. So I'm out of cobalt. I just went to cobalt outpost to create the mining outpost. We should have like 40k cobalt coming up. Same with all other resources. At least uranium is being refined, so I'm happy about that. But everything else is like slow. Why don't we get those right now? I mean, and we don't have enough titanium now, so this is painful. I'd love to find a way to get them passively. And I also need titanium, so I went to titanium area and I actually did something crazy. I just put the mines out here without any protection. When they will be completed, when they will be finished, I'll jump away, and if I'll have enough time, they will, like, if I'll do it on time, they won't be attacked, and when I come back here, they'll be mined out. So that's my way of doing things to make it easier, because making another defensive line will be troublesome, and all the research are taking so much money. My god, everything is so expensive. Yeah, we need power plant and plasma converter level 2 for sure. That's the drawback that we have right now, that we need all those advanced resources, and deposits are tiny. They are like 15k each, which is basically enough for like 2-3 research, and you're done. So, or a couple of power plants. So, you know, you can't really get that many resources fast enough. And I think I'll go back to main base when this one is completed and get more storage space, so we can accumulate like not 60k but 100k of resources. That should help us as well. How come? We need power supply to the power supply building. Energy storage. Let's get some wind turbines or something to launch it up, because it should work. It's still local. Power grid. Maybe we don't have energy pylon in the main base. That would be sad. We probably don't have it here. Oh my god. While we're at it, let's go and investigate the landing site. Oh, we also got some cool spear drop from enemy fight. So maybe we'll get something cool there as well. They usually don't have anything cool. I like those glowing things, but I don't know what they are. I wish there would be a way to speed up the construction. Sadly, nope. No way. Although I think if we will grow something, like some specific buildings, will be plants, we can actually utilize them to get the resources that we need. So we can get the passive income if we will enable some sort of farming environment. But it will take so long, and I don't think that it's worth it right now. So we'll rely to that. If we will have something else to do after, we will enable the Rift lab, because we're really close to that. There we go. Now everything is in place. Another place I need to visit is uranium mining outpost, because we should have the production going, but I don't see anything increasing. So I want to take a look, and then we'll go back to the HQ. This is taking so long. Everything is working fine. Yeah, maybe I'm just... Oh wow, we just got 7k of uranium. Maybe it's just slow and I'm not paying attention. We need to break the nest and then we'll leave. Actually, our gun is really good right now. I'm just checking it out. to see if it's effective, and it is darn effective. Nukes are, without the question, are really powerful against most things that are susceptible to that explosive damage, but I am surprised how good the gun is. Alright, let's get out of here while we can, so we won't cause any disturbance. So as promised, I'm getting additional storage for the resources, because I think that it's more or less necessary that we'll have better stockpile. Not right now, but later, but it doesn't cost anything than carbonium, so I'm totally okay with that. Probably I need a bit more ammo factories. We didn't have issues with ammo for a while once we got more of those towers, production buildings, but we might need it. So, you know. So yeah, about the defense. First of all, I would like to upgrade those buildings. That will cost a lot, but that will allow us to get more of that highly condensed super plasma. So we can get at least couple of those turrets here. While we're at it, let's go and figure out what the hell is happening there. Source of frequent attacks, something. I will try to use the melee weapons now, the ranged weapons. There's a nest. Shit. This is so cool. Look at our guns. This is so cool. But nukes are better. Obviously, when the nukes are available, they will just massacre everything. Also, did you notice that we move faster now? That's because I changed my equipment a bit. Armor, modules, that kind of stuff. And now our movement speed is higher. And it feels really good, especially when we are trying to escape from some dangerous encounters. That will help a lot. So we need to secure this area as well with better weaponry, because this is a corner and it will take a lot of beating. Like, all the enemies from here will go here, all the enemies from there will go here, so we need to secure those areas and the main base. I think we already did, but you can never have too many, right? The main problem that I have right now, that I'm aware of, that our resources are limited, so we can't really just put everything that we have, because we will get poor after that. So we need to be aware of what we are building. Shield generator. Well, it requires plasma. I would like to see that. This is so cool. If we would be able to supply it with plasma, that will allow this area to be even more secure. How do we get plasma again? I think we need to build this building. Where is it? This one. Fusion power plant will give us plasma for water. 100 plasma per second. And the shield uses 10 plasma. So we can actually create power plant somewhere here and use this plasma somewhere here to protect this area completely, and we can get water easily. I think we'll do that. So let's get the shields up. I don't know how useful they are, but I mean, you never know unless you try. This is the first time I'm doing something so complex here. Okay, we need water here. No, we need plasma here. All right, we need water. I will create the low tier one, because we can get higher tier one. It's more expensive and I don't want to waste resources on that. So something like this. And we definitely would like to get those shields in the main base as well. I have a feeling that I'm just overthinking and creating too much defense, so I can just start the wave and easily destroy them. But then again, why we have all those technologies and we are on the brutal difficulty, don't forget that. So it might be like a really strong wave, because normal enemy waves right now are pretty dangerous as well. So, you know, water filtering plant. Even the higher tier one doesn't need anything more than the basic resources, so we can get a couple of those. Maybe we need this water for something else. And also this power will help us to, you know, to secure the power for our grid for the Rift station as well. I'm so curious how that will work out. We could also try to force it up there, since one station is enough for a couple of shields. Let's send it up there as well. Oh my god, can't move here. There we go. So we can get shields in other areas too. I wonder how much shields do we get from this. It's not that expensive as well. It costs just a little bit of palladium, so it's not that crazy numbers that it might be. Let's replace the raider here. So we destroyed the raider, right? This one isn't complete yet. It takes a while to construct. This is actually pretty cheap. We can get those pipes everywhere really fast, and one station provides a lot of shielding for us, so why the hell not? We can use it in this area as well. So yeah, the main areas on the right are secured with shields. Now we need to fortify them with additional weaponry and upgrades, of course. I almost forget about the upgrades. I always think that my equipment is top-notch, but as you can see, everything is outdated. Okay, this one is top-notch now. What else can we offer? I would like to get this heavy artillery tower, to be real, but it's so expensive, so probably not. Let's get the lightning towers. I don't know how they work, but they sound cool on paper, so why not? I also want those slowdown towers, so if they will work as intended, the enemies will just be stunned there, so they won't go melee. We have those power rods already. Heavy artillery. Oh shit, what was that? That's the shield. So the shield adds additional layer of health of 1k to each building. This is interesting. And yeah, we can get just the same amount of shield that we have right now into the mix. That's so cool. All right, anything long range we can fit here. Do we have the plasma towers? We have a level 2 one. Yeah, I kind of miss more long range options here because ranged enemies are the worst. And we need some sort of explosive weapons that destroy the annoying enemies. And we need some sort of normal weapons that destroy the enemies that are resistant to explosives. So making the proper defensive perimeter is not easy, but I think we'll get there. Flamer tower. There are no flamer towers here. I think it was destroyed. All right, I'm pretty sure about this area now. We have plenty of weaponry here. Let's go to the main base. I think we should be okay with the upgrades and everything here. Some enemies coming from the north. We have shield here, and we can get a couple more upgrades again. Oh, that area. That one I totally forgot about. So yeah, this one, last time it was wrecked because the enemies, they managed to bombard it efficiently and we couldn't do anything about that. There are some things I have in mind that can help, like building more artillery here, for example, and making those bomb spawners and those long-range weaponry things. Where's the bomb spawner? There, portal bomb. So they can be delivered over there straight away. But mainly I think upgrading the towers will be enough. That will make things so much easier here. And we need more repair towers here because we have only one. So that way we can out-repair the damage we're getting. Gas power plant, not what I want here. Well, I mean, I want this. Oh, I think we can use this gas power plant. Flammable gas, yes. In order to get HCM tower as well. What is this? Gas extractor. We need to sell it. So that's the flammable gas going straight into HCM tower, which will be able to utilize that. Nice. The boss is coming from this area, so let's see if we are ready for that. That will be like a test of our defenses. Well, I can see that those electrical towers actually help because they hit there and the enemies, they struggle. They do some damage to other enemies and stuff. This enemy resists some damage. Who do we have here? I'm not entirely sure. The damage output is great, I love it. The boss is being demolished. This is what I want to see. Good. So this is safe. On the left area, there are enemies that are resisting my fire damage. What the hell? Whoa! That fire rockets are insane. Look at that fire damage. It's so cool. And even the resistant guys are being massacred. So we have a variety of damaging sources here. And honestly, I think it works really well. So I see those golems coming up who are resisting normal attacks that are only susceptible to the area damage, and they can get close. So this is a good sign. The enemies on the left are coming as well, and they don't really stand a chance because they're being bombarded by various things. Look at that carpet bombing of fire, which is useless to those enemies because they are fire enemies, but it looks so awesome. And the enemies that can be attacked by fire will suffer from that. I think we're doing really well. The enemies are being destroyed. This is the end of the wave pretty much. There are some more enemies coming, but not that much. And we secured our position, no problem. So it's our time to leave the area and collect the loot. What a massacre. I loved it, guys. That was so good. So the boss and the enemies were massacred. Like, the enemies never stood a chance. So much loot. And also, we get the resources as well, which is very important. We get a cobalt, we get the hazanite, we get all those rare things that we might want to use. Oh, let's actually use this thing. Maybe we'll get something cool out of this as well. No. There we go. So that was fun. I think our defenses here are ready. Do we have the shield here? I think we don't. Why? Or it's there. So the shields are here. The problem is that we have the repair tower. There is... We didn't use that before, but now I know that we need to have repair tower in the range of other repair towers so they can repair each other. Otherwise, they will be destroyed. So maybe it makes sense to build them in couples or something. Okay, so let's get back over here. How is everything? Everything is damaged. Not good. Upgrades completed in most of those towers. Just want to make sure that everything is top-notch. I'm a bit worried about some minor things, like this water supply over here can be easily destroyed when the enemies will come, and that might cut off our rift station from power, which won't be good. Do we have inner? We have inner water source over there, but we don't have enough resources to utilize that. Let's try... Can we? We have plasma. We have extra plasma, so we can get the shields here. Super plasma is harder to get out because we have all those pipes here and crap. So it will cross other pipes, and we have like very tiny area for that to happen. Let's try. Honestly, we can just sell those slabs and move them away, and that will save up so much space for us. So let's do that, because managing space with those things in place is so annoying. There we go. That's water. All good. We also have extra water like that. Maybe we need more water storages, so we could, in case if something will go wrong, we'll be able to kind of mitigate that. I don't know. So now, can we upgrade those again? No, we don't have technology. Can we research that technology? How much it will cost us? Better shields. Amount of damage the shield can absorb before going offline. Energy 40, but the same amount of plasma. How much is this? 5k palladium. How much palladium do we have? 55k. I think we can afford that. Better shields are nice. Alright, this will cost us 10,000 cobalt. We have 19k. That's not enough. Okay. For advanced artillery. Never tried that one before. I hope it rotates, because we can rotate its side or something, but yeah. I'm not entirely sure how it works. Look at the range. It's like almost entire. This is so good. I need those. So let's get one over here. Let's put it here. Heavy artillery, guys. Totally destroying the enemies. The problem is that, like, we can do this, right? To get this to another side. To get our super plasma out. Wow, the piping will get really complex with the shields included. And one of those consumes 25 super plasma. So we can get one more. This one covers so much area. Maybe put one up there. Or maybe get more plasma converters and plasma energy and that kind of stuff later. Maybe we can just place another one right here. They cover most of the area anyway, and they can help each other. And I don't think that the enemies have like a really long range weaponry anyway, so yeah, let's do it like that. Okay, that's for now. We might sort of extend it later. This is so sophisticated. Now let's work on the shields. Tier 2 shields are getting more expensive, by the way, so yeah. I want to cover the most important areas, but the problem is getting the energy, the plasma, all the way to this area. I don't think it's a major problem, but it's a minor one for sure. So let's get this one here, this one here, so we get the basic shielding happening and kind of make the pipes go through. Patching of the pipes is weird. It's hard to control. So yeah, this is this thing, right? We can actually use something. Oh yeah, I just realized how we can do that very effectively. It will cost us energy, but we need technology for this. Now I know why we have this technology, liquid compression. So we can send 100 liquid resource, which can be condensed plasma or plasma, which will be enough for 10 shields, for example, for a lot of energy, but we can afford that energy. And decompressor things in order to actually get the plasma to different areas which we can't reach manually. That will be way easier than trying to manage all this piping right here, but we already get the shields up here. So that's a start. Let's get one more. Oh, this is the wrong type of pipe. Liquid compression available. So how much does it cost? We have so many buildings. Liquid compressor. Let's go to this area. So I think we will utilize this area to get the plasma and advanced plasma. I think I will create a couple more of those power plants. Let's see. So the price difference. This one, the second tier is 2 times more expensive. The production is 50% more, so we don't need that. We can get the normal fusion power plants and use that for our goals. All right, so now this is so complex, guys. I'm trying to think very hard. Liquid compressor will take the plasma out of here, and also on the left we'll construct the, how is it called, plasma converters. Not here. 3 of them. I think we can get cheaper ones because they cost way less resources. They produce a bit less, but I mean, we'll save on palladium, so we can upgrade them later. For now, we need to figure out if that will work as intended. This is so expensive. All right, that's like high tier plasma right here. And it's time for us to create additional heavy artillery tower right here that will destroy everything in range. Even one of those towers is already pretty good for additional defenses. Okay, and the same stuff. Liquid compressor, harvesting the compressed super plasma. Whew. All right, so now if we want to get that super plasma, for example, I don't know, here, or get a normal plasma for the shields, because we actually need that here, we create liquid decompressor, so that will be the shield source for us, for example, right? Not the artillery one. How do we decide what kind of resource it will decompress? Damn, those towers are so good. The range is just crazy. I just love it. And the damage output 4k, it will just destroy most enemies. I just hope that we have enough weaponry. So plasma output is we need one more fusion power plant here, because those are not enough. Okay, now it's balanced. So this liquid compressor, it just consumes all that additional resources that we are getting here, so it's always there. You need to make sure that it's being covered for. And those produce how much? 25, 25, and 25. We need one more converter, and that means that we will need more plasma. Okay, we need to upgrade those things, because that costs a bit too much for us. Too much space. Oh! Wait, what? So now they consume even more plasma? No, plasma consumption should be the same. Energy consumption should be higher. Because now it says we get minus 700 plasma, which is ridiculous. At least this thing works now. Wow, this is so cool. The enemies coming up from this side, I don't care. From that side, maybe. But we upgraded all the towers, so I'm pretty sure about myself. I'm just not sure if that will work as intended. So 100 plasma each, that's 400 plasma. Why we have such a high requirement for plasma here? 100. The shields consume 10 plasma. They can't even reach us now. Like, the shields are necessary for those artillery towers, because look at that. We attack enemies so far away they don't even know what's happening. Okay, it's 450 plasma now, so it works more or less, because we need 100 plasma each, then there is 100 here, so that's how we get the negative. Is it more efficient to get? Yeah, it's more efficient to get more of those, so let's do that. I'll just get more of those power plants. That's a lot of energy. Okay, that should be enough. That will be like 2 more. That's 600 plasma, and that should be enough for all of those. Now we produce 50, 50, 50, 150 here. This consumes... We can get additional artillery on this one. Damn, this is so cool. Okay, the enemies are coming. I want to see how that's happening. Artillery is attacking. There is a boss here. They don't stand a chance there. I'm pretty sure they will just be destroyed. Okay, so here the enemies try to attack us. Is it the boss? What the hell attacking us from that huge distance? Yeah, it's the boss, I think. No way, we need shield there. This is some new crap over here. I will scan this bastard. Nurglex. Good stuff that we have this artillery now, right? What the hell is happening here? We don't do enough DPS for this thing. I really don't like that thing because it's doing such annoying damage from such range that can hinder our everything, basically, our goals. I think it already did something, but I'm not sure about that. Are they buffed? Do electricity attacks do something to it? Yeah, the enemies are shielded next to it. Look at that, they don't take that much damage anymore. What the hell? Yeah, they attack my power source that I just created. What the How? This is the worst boss ever. I will nuke this fucker. Thank you. That was annoying. So we need more of that artillery now, because we get dead bastards that nuke the hell out of our weapons and buildings. so far away into the base before even reaching our turrets. Anything was destroyed. We took damage. I want repair turrets here now. Yeah, I think they broke some of the power connectors or something. You know what? I'm actually doing repair turrets now because screw that. I'm not losing this over a couple of random enemies attacking us with their artillery shots. No way. Because even losing some of that piping or power cords will result in a horrible disaster. But this artillery did well. I like it. We also need more ammo production because right now after the normal attack we lost like 400. I think it was 1k at the peak time ammo, and when the real stuff will happen we will lose even more. So, you know, look at it, there is something without power over there. I think it's because we created the tower there. Okay, lamps. Right, let's place lamps here so they will never attack us here. That's a lot of lamps because this area is unprotected from their attacks. I mean, we can't defend ourselves from everything, but we can try. All right, so we created an additional tower here, heavy artillery. We have plenty of defensive structures here. We can upgrade the shield a bit, but other than that I think we're good. Now we have proper production of the super plasma, of normal plasma. We have a bit more than we need, so we can get here. And liquid compressor, we can decide what we need. So compressed plasma, there we go. And now we can work on the shields. There is a shield there. Let's put one here. This area is like in the dire need of shielding, to be honest, because there are so many enemies coming up here that I'm not sure that we will be able to protect it without the shields. The hell is this? Loot collector. Okay, that will do. So there we go. The shields are more or less active. I think I screwed up somewhere here. Yeah, a bit. There we go. So all the base is like kind of shielded now. That's nice. That will give us more time to fight enemies. Now we need more heavy artillery here. Since the enemies are that evil, I think we need like 2 of those. We can kind of create one here, and where's the delivery system? The compressor. That will give us 100, so that will be enough for both of those. Oh, that's not good. Can we make this one here? Super plasma. Let's go. Bam. And maybe we need one more over here. Since we have all 100 super plasma coming this side, we might want to use it all here instead. It covers most of the area anyway, so whatever. Just gotta make sure that those pipes will be intact, which is not easy, to be honest. Alright, so we have 4 of those. So all the enemies in this range will be decimated. Yeah, can we upgrade something else? Now for this area. So while I'm upgrading the base defenses, the enemies decided to attack. There is a boss coming up, so I really want to see how that thing will play. I like that our artillery towers in the main base. Main base is completely fortified. Now I'm fortifying the south side. I like how those long-range artillery towers are shooting from there to here. We need to keep an eye on those ammo that we have. Now we get a good boss who is getting close and personal and getting... What the hell was that? And getting insane damage to our shields. It's not taking that much damage, unless he get directly hit by something. So those are the shields down. It's not like the base is destroyed. This one is tough. But some attacks are really doing decent damage to him. I don't know what exactly. He's down. There we go. That's good. The normal waves that are coming from the south, they don't do that much. So we're okay. Let's actually teleport here. Take a look what's happening. They destroyed some walls. We need to fortify this position a bit more, because it feels like we don't have enough DPS here to deal with whatever. Meanwhile, let's just collect the new shotgun and stuff. But yeah, the rest of the enemies are not that dangerous, so it's okay. Enemies coming to this area, which is properly shielded. We took some shield damage here, but not that much. The enemies are being massacred, so I think we're safe here. We'll also drop the mod there, so I want to get it. Come on. Yeah, I've constructed so many towers that it's really hard to move through. Familiarity increase is good because it allows us to do extra damage to those enemies that are familiar. And that will help us later on with the DPS. But yeah, this area is pretty safe. We might want to fortify it a bit more later, but mostly I'd like to focus on this area now because we shouldn't lose that. So what we need is additional repair towers, since we have only couple. They are not repairing each other, which is bad, so that will improve the repair rate and everything. And then we need like bunch of other towers, as simple as that. You know what, guys, I'm tired of building defenses, so let's try the defense, because we already created so many towers everywhere. Like, everything is so secure. It could be more secure, and like, you can't make it perfect. There is always a way to make it even more secure. So let's just go and activate the power-up sequence and see how things will go. So yeah, let's do it. Activate the Rift Station. I saved. So if we fail, we will survive. We have 8 minutes. What the hell was that? Okay, we're good. We have power. That's good. We need to survive until stuff will stabilize, which is 100 seconds. Enemies coming up. All directions. Thousands. This sounds so cool. Like, I have shivers. I have goosebumps. So cool. So this is the first enemy wave that's coming from the north. They're not coming from all the sides. They're coming only from there right now. Let's go over there and check it out. We don't have long-range artillery here, but we have enough to fight those guys off, so they don't really stand a chance. The fire attack that we have from here, fire artillery, is actually doing pretty good job. Let's build more of those things while we still can. Since we can support, like, 2 more of those rockets. Why I can't build here? Oh, they can be too close. Okay, okay. Let's try to build them here then. 1, 2, there we go. And make a pipe. Alright, I'm trying to make it as fast as possible, so... We lost power to all this part. How? Because I constructed the goddamn pipe. This is what I'm talking about. Like, that can cause so many issues. Those power grids and connections. Yeah. Let's make another secure connection here. So the enemies are attacking from all the sides. That's true. This area is okay. Let's do some repairs for something that was destroyed. 25% damage. Let's go to this area. This should be more secure because we actually invested way more time for those defenses. So this place is okay. Some buildings being destroyed. Where? Walls. There is a huge boss here that will be destroyed, and then we can get rid of its allies. Yeah, they destroyed some walls here for sure. Let's repair everything we can. Over here, we are being bombarded. Like, our base is being bombarded, which is not great. But we should be okay as well. Let's actually use the skills here, because this guy seems annoying. So we need to help to get rid of those tanky fellas. Too many armored enemies, guys, over here. Alright, how about other directions? Everything else is pretty safe, so... Oh my god, this is the worst. Like, this is the problem that I forgot to solve. To build additional ammo depots. Okay, let's get rid of this fella while we still can. Is it flying? Yeah, this one is flying somewhere in the rocks, which is annoying. We need to pull it out or something. So, can we create ammo factories? Yes, we can, but we need to hurry up, because we're running out of ammo, and while this is happening, our base is not gonna endure for long. I'm working on that. Come on. Ammo factories. Let's go. We can have a lot of those, since we have so much energy and everything. So we shouldn't have issues with, like, supplying them with something, so... Making this should solve that issue, I hope. But yeah, we are holding on. Even without those explosive ammo, we can still survive, which is great. Just gotta repair some stuff here and there. The wave on the right is over. The wave over here is like raging. Look at that, they're coming in numbers. Alright, I created more ammunition factories. I hope that will help. Let's switch to the spear and go do some damage over here. Some familiarity right here, some bonuses and everything. Whoop, careful, too much damage. Grenade launcher. Alright, I think we sort of survived here as well. That wave will be protected. The one over here, still okay. We don't really take that much damage here. That's nice. Ammo production rates are really good right now. So we consume 63 of our resources for ammo, but we use them up straight away. We need to construct more of them. Tower ammo factories. Let's go. This is like essential right now. I totally forgot about this. And that cost me, well, not everything, but a lot. Why this one isn't connected? There we go. That will allow us to launch more of those fire missiles. Look at this hell. So cool. So this is the only area where the enemies are coming from right now. Everything else is secure. The big guy coming up, so let's use whatever we can here. All types of weaponry to do max DPS. I have no idea what's happening here. Like, this is a mess. 61% done. The boss is destroyed, that's what matters. Or not, not yet. Now it is. Let's repair everything else, if we can. All good. So far so good. We get so many nodes and everything here. Can we live here? I can't really see shit. Most of those guys here are golems right now, so we need area damage. And for that we need artillery. And now we actually produce enough. So we have enough of production to take them out. And, well, they're pretty much all dead. Look at all this stuff that we're getting here. I can see crap. Whatever. Let's get all this loot. That might help later. I'm not sure if that will be the end of the game or we will have more content later, but I will play it as that's not the end yet. The good thing, though, enemies are all dead. So we secured our base. Let's do the repairs where we can, while we can. It seems that we lost a bit of walls here, but other than that, we're good. What's up with this area? Flammable gas. We're missing something here. Let's go repair here, because we lost some walls here. If there will be another wave, we will be not prepared for that. So let's make sure that everything is repaired. And we're good. 1 minute left. And all enemies are dead. And this is the brutal difficulty. This is the hardest it can get. The northern part of the base is totally intact. This part of the base had some issues, but not so much. Why there are no walls? They're like completely gone. Can't even repair them. That area took the most issues, like most trouble fighting, but it's simply because we ran out of ammo, which won't be the case anymore with all our ammo factories we've constructed. So we're safe. As you can see, no one is attacking. We destroyed all the enemies. I was expecting more out of this wave. Good stuff that we didn't wait it for longer before trying to beat them. I say we did a pretty good defensive maneuvers. Do we have the water? Was it destroyed? No! Our water stuff is safe as well. Alright, I need to save the game. And we'll call it stay or go. So I say, like, I would like to synchronize, because if we will stay here, what's the point? We'll be alone here forever. So we have the ending sequence.
Audio transmission incoming.
All right.
Congratulations, Riftbreaker Novak. You've secured Galaxia 37 for colonization. This is a huge step forward for all of humanity. Our expeditionary forces can start building up a colony. This planet has an abundance of natural resources that will enable our civilization to thrive for centuries to come. Your bravery and persistence will serve as an inspiration for future generations of Riftbreakers. The galaxy is full of planets that are waiting to be discovered and explored.
Nice.
Our new home on Galaxia 37 will allow us to go further than we have ever gone before.
So that's the end of the game. I thought that we have more end game content, but not really. So this is the ending where we will enter the portal, and I think this is like pretty legit. Now let's try to load the game and stay. Don't enter the portal and see the second ending. Wow. I thought that there is more. Honestly, the game is like good length, but I was expecting more content after opening the portal, like bam, and you have to do something else, but yeah. Because the patch said more end-game content, and I'm like, nice. So we put one step in. Which way? Merge with the local flora and fauna? Running around in robot by herself? Forever? Maybe there is additional option if we'll get the research done, like those alien research technologies that we have. They might lead us somewhere. But first, let's take a look at this ending and see what else we can get. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bam.
The Rift power procedure has overloaded the quantum synchronization.
Okay.
Ashley, the portal is destroyed. We will not be able to open the Rift
Damn.
without that core. Why didn't you finish the procedure?
I want to hear her opinion on that. Alright, so this is the second ending.
Opening the portal would only lead to the destruction of this planet. The creatures that we've been fighting were only trying to protect their home.
Yeah, but
Humanity is just like these creatures. It's an apex predator trying to survive by devouring other species, constantly expanding its territory. We can't stop humanity from colonizing this planet, but we can take more time to study it, to learn how to preserve as much as we can
I don't
and how
know.
to coexist.
They will send someone else to complete this
exactly.
task.
I'm counting on it.
And you will get your ass kicked. But if we don't enter the portal, we can keep
The Rift
playing.
synchronization core is destroyed. We can't reconstruct it ourselves.
Alright.
We have failed our primary objective.
I chose a different objective.
Alright, which
Why
one?
would you do that? That does not make any sense.
I want to build a new home for humanity on this planet, and I don't want it to be strip-mined, exploited, and destroyed before there's even a chance to create a self-sustainable civilian colony.
We were not tasked with building up a self-sustainable colony. Why do you assume that the planet would be destroyed? That was not the plan for Galatea 37.
You've seen that final attack wave. All of these species from different parts of the planet were working together against us.
That's true.
If the expeditionary forces had stepped through that portal, they'd quickly label this planet as a hostile environment not suitable for human colonization. The local fauna is too aggressive and too dangerous to risk cohabitation.
This is a bold assumption, and even if that were to be true, destroying the portal still does not make any sense. How do you imagine to make these creatures not try to destroy us?
I don't know, but my duty as a scientist is to try to figure out how. There's too much at stake to not try. Destroying the portal only bought us some time. They will reconstruct the Rift synchronization core and prepare a new candidate for this mission. We can't stop humanity from claiming Galatea, but we have to try to prepare it for peaceful colonization.
Ashley, your goals are my goals.
All right.
And I will always follow your commands. However, please note that I think you are insane.
I agree.
Thank you, Mr. Riggs. Note taken.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Crazy Scientist, how do you want to save this world?
I've been thinking about the possibility of extending our mission on Galatea for quite some time, but I was hesitant about whether we could pull this off. I'm certain that staying here is the right choice that will bring the most benefit to both humanity and Galatea, and at the same time, I know that this is the longer, much harder path.
What is done, Ashley. You have made your decision.
Yeah, I want to hear about the plan beyond this point as
but
well.
we will have to go beyond the tasks that were originally planned for our mission and make use of technology that wasn't originally designed for this mecha-suit. I need you to access the Common Nanofabrication Blueprint Template Repository and decompress specific megastructure schematics.
I can access those blueprints, but I cannot use them.
Alright.
They were designed for much bigger, city-scale fabrication crawlers. The resource output requirements for building megastructures exceed the operational thresholds of my assembly
Alright.
systems.
That's true, but we can modify the schematics
I
and
think
build
we
them piece by piece.
Pick the right
That is
option.
possible, but very time-consuming. We would have to increase our computing power to prepare these megastructures in a reasonable time frame. I could construct a semi-functioning foundation for a quantum cortex laboratory. It is the only megastructure that I can start
Okay.
working on without additional modifications.
That was part of my plan, Mr. Riggs. Allowing
This is
the Rift
interesting.
Station portal to collapse may look like a last-minute decision, but it was growing inside of me for a long time. Anyway, Let's try to build this thing first. I'll explain the rest when we get there.
I have added the quantum vortex
Interesting.
laboratory foundation to the list of available
So-
schematics. Please check its construction and maintenance requirements, and then carefully pick the location where you want to build it. Remember that it does not have to be built at our HQ. Some biomes may be better suited to housing this project.
This megastructure is in a totally different league. The energy and supercharged plasma requirements are much higher than anything we've ever built. Maybe we should search for a new base location to build this monstrosity.
My
The
God.
Rift Station was child's play in comparison.
Okay.
You have what you asked for, Ashley.
A new technology has been developed.
So, there we go. We have the new item. That is Quantum Cortex Lab. That requires not that much resources. Advanced quantum computing data center enables the processing of megastructures, schematics, and greatly increased research speed. 50 research speed requires 1,000 super plasma. 1,000! Oh my god! And it costs, well, quite a lot of carbonium and ironium, which is okay. 8,000 cobalt, which is okay. But 1,000 super plasma. How is that possible? Like, how much do we create here? 100. It is possible. But we need way more resources for that. And that's the only beginning of our new path. So, as I was disappointed by the end of the game, after we defeated the wave, I'm just as happy right now to know that that is not the end. This is just, well, I don't know if it's the beginning, but we have more stuff to do, which is really cool. So that was pretty nice. If someone just entered the portal and thought that the game is over, can you imagine like disappointment by the fact that there is nothing else, and then you learn that there is like more gameplay to it? So cool.
Smaller creatures will gather around.
Let's go take
and
out
make
this
it
boss really
overwhelming.
fast. Yeah, this will be faster, I think. You know what will be even faster? Nukes. We need to get nuke technology to the red level. That will allow us to nuke everything to oblivion really fast. I also would like to have something like weapon presets, so I can press like a button and have spears equipped instead of random stuff. Okay, so we dealt with those guys. What the hell is this? We dealt with this flying boss, and what's this? A lack of cooling? Oh, we need more water. Okay. Mud. Yeah, we can create one more. But man, I can imagine that getting the mega structures will take a long time, because right now I need to make sure that I have enough. I think we will need all of those high tier resources right now. And I need to figure out a way how to passively produce uranium, palladium, platinum, all that stuff. Because right now what we have is not enough. We have pretty decent production of basic carbonium and ironium, but outside of that, I think we are not really well. Let's upgrade those. Oh, this is repair. Yeah, most of our base was damaged during the fight, but now it's good. We got to upgrade those guys. Luckily, they weren't attacked. So yeah, what do we do now? I think for now we will end the video because we achieved progress. So yeah, we managed to destroy the huge wave, we managed to secure our rift portal, and we found one of the endings. And the second ending led us to the additional gameplay, which we will do in the next episode. So if you want to see that, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the playlist for the rest of the episodes a bit later. And thank you very much for watching. That was a lot of fun, and see you in the next one. It's been Stan Kosh. Have a good one. Bye.